Exit the ship now. Okay. Just get out quickly. Hello to the internet, and welcome back. Last time we went to the interloper. We got a little we got a bit far in, but we unfortunately were not able to make it all the way to the center. This time,
because apparently the ghost matter is just randomly centered in certain areas, so you gotta fucking toboggan your way down to the center, but somehow it's really annoying because you have no traction at all. There's no way to slow yourself down to be able to make the turn easier. You just gotta
you just gotta
go for it and hope your momentum isn't enough that's gonna throw you into another center of it. And it fucking threw me right through.
I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the loop, the interloper was always going to be by the white hole station. Which means we got some waiting to do again. Exit the ship now. Just get out quickly. And boost towards the, get out, please get out. I know. Boost towards the comet quickly before you lose it, because your ship's about to explode. Yeah.
Going.
Is it going farther away than you can keep up? No? Oh, you're getting close.
No, my velocity matched.
It just means that this is a one-way trip.
I mean, technically now you might be able to.
Your ship blew up.
Oh. It said it's a ship right there.
Yeah, I know, but that's it still exploded. Oh. Okay.
Well, you're alive.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lost your ship, but
here you are.
I mean, with time loops, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I was wondering if the autopilot was just gonna.
Well, it's because the comet was moving towards you while you were moving towards it.
Yeah, I figured. Wait. That was meant to be it.
Yeah.
Basically,
it's on the left side first, and then the right side, and then you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh.
So right, then left. So go towards the left now.
Immediately left. Yeah. There you go. Then now you're fine.
Yeah, switch back to photo mode. We'll bring it back and then switch back to photo. Oh, careful.
Yeah. You want to get...
Yeah, you go over there.
Yeah. Here you're good. For now. Oh, shit.
Is that Nomai?
Yep.
That's probably whoever...
Not clear the other one. Pi, I think.
Might have been Pi.
Might have been the other one.
Okay. No! That's fine. You go ahead, go down. That's where you want to go.
Oh. Someone's gonna die for it on there.
Take a picture. No ghost in your head.
You're a 0GK.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
And there's a recording.
And there's the other one.
Yeah.
Point where...
Right next to him.
Yeah.
Right next to the dead body.
No.
Well, you have to find the dead body. There you go.
So, left.
The spherical step. Oh. Math velocity.
And just a little bit.
Word.
Spherical step. Casing theory seems to be the source of the energy. Readings know rather the source is what's within the stone, and typically some form of exotic matter. The stone is muting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing at least. I don't think want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it will almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. We're still, this matter is storming and volatile. Just the origin of ghost matter, I guess?
Correct.
Whatever the matter inside its stone, the casing is, it's more than just from the same. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density scale. I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? This is orders of magnitude worse than I had imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within rapidly...
Oh, you gotta go back.
Shit. Next. Expand completely, blanketing the star system almost instantaneously, and the pressure is still building as the comet approaches the star system. Next. We're talking about the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger of leaving equipment and run. What are you doing, Pi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better chances for I will learn what I can here. Go on in, maybe they can construct the shutter somehow. Now.
Oh, so alien matter nukes them, basically.
So
they get instantly wiped out by an entire massive rush of ghost matter. Ghost matter, when they open this, by accident basically, it envelops the entire star system. So this entire, every single planet was nothing but ghost matter for a bit. Eventually it started to dissipate, as it does, because it's in space and everything. But basically, have you noticed that there's no other life forms? Not even any animals or squirrels or anything on yeah,
the tip of
it's
Earth?
literally just us.
That's because this ghost matter wiped out every living thing. The only reason we survived was because we were an aquatic species that was living in the water, and the ghost matter couldn't go into the water.
Huh.
So we happened to be unevolved at the time of this ghost matter thing happening, and we evolved after it was already mostly dissipated. So we just got lucky, basically.
I see. So is there anything else to do in here?
No.
Or is this everything with the comet?
This is everything with the comet.
Alright.
Which, normally if you still hated your ship, you would just go back to the same way you came, but considering this was a one-way trip, you might as well...
This is all completely, I guess it is ruptured. And that's why there's all the weird little shards of this crystal around it where the ghost matter is, right?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Yeah, that's ghost matter right here.
Fuck it.
No, fair enough.
It was a one-way trip.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah, now you know the fate of the Nomai. What happened to them? That's why they all died, just right where they were standing.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess, now what?
Well, there's still Brittle Hollow. Technically, there's something you can do in Dark Gravel, if you're brave enough.
Not yet.
Okay, so Brittle Hollow, that's basically all what's left that you have the knowledge to complete at the very least. And basically all that's left on Brittle Hollow to do is explore and find shit. Because like I said, you barely scratch the surface of it.
Alright, so where do I want to go first?
Okay, find the escape pod. Actually, it's right there. That escape pod.
This?
Yeah. So land near it.
So about here.
Yeah, that's fine. Because basically, you just want to follow the rickety road.
Rickety road?
Rickety. So go to the escape pod, I guess. And look where it's facing. Other than the ground.
So just follow the corridor?
No. Where the ship itself is facing. It crashed and is looking at the ground. Go to the cliff. Sorry. Yes, this cliff. And now you see the walkway. Just follow the walkway. But be careful because the walkway breaks, as you are now seeing. So, quickly jump to that platform. Okay.
Black hole slips below, you must not slip. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. And I believe this is called the first colony.
If you don't have to water far from here, then this area is somewhat unstable and safer than any we've found so far. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. From the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, these stairs are...
Yeah, those stairs are stable. It just, the first one were.
Uh,
So, there's a whole city to explore here.
Given concerns about our settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we are present to respond. I don't believe anyone's going to save us, Thatch. Then we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the ice signal called to us and we followed. If we find it, we need not survive but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. Who are these? Are these, like...
These are the residents of Escape Pod 1. So, there were 3... Actually, I'll tell you. There were 3 escape pods.
Yeah, I know that much.
So
that came from the vessel that they arrived in.
Escape
Is
pod...
that the Nomai, right? These are still Nomai.
Yes.
They don't seem as, I've been using this word a lot tonight, but whimsical as the, others.
As the Hearthians?
I guess.
Oh, you mean these Nomai aren't as whimsical as the other Nomai?
Yeah.
I think
They
that's
don't seem quite as upbeat.
Well, that's because this is right after... How much do I want to tell you? Well, it's an escape pod, so you can pretty much put one and one together. The vessel basically crashed, and the 3 escape pods were sent out.
Right.
And one landed here, one landed on Ember Twin, and we haven't found the other one yet.
And the vessel is what remains of the ship that's trapped on the interloper, right?
No, that's just one of the Nomai ships. We haven't found the vessel yet.
So something like going to the glacier, migrate to the northern glacier.
So this is them just basically making plans after, they got stranded.
Path, building beneath the crust again with shelters from volcanic eruptions.
I will say, I guess technically one of you, Dylan, you asked if there's still a Nomai alive. Technically, if you want to be extremely technical, there's a lot of Nomai that are still alive, because this is just one of their vessels that happened to crash in the star system. But there's still Nomai out there in the rest of the galaxy.
Oh. Well, that's nice to hear.
Yeah. That's one of the Nomai staffs.
The storage is too deep to lose. Here's everything we recall but the signal being cut while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How could anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal is looking for something. Oh, that's... Alright. That's sort of what it looks like, right?
Yeah, that's what the eye is. At least that's what it looked like to them.
Interesting.
There should be a mural around here somewhere that I know for a fact will actually add to the ship log. But, feel free to explore the city, find more texts.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah. As you can see, there's no skeletons here because they all pretty much migrated to the hanging city.
Right. Is this the hardest part of the strategy? Is the hardest part of the strategy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well and Mallory.
Yeah, because the escape pods can contact with each other.
Right.
So none of the Nomai, at least until they were able to settle down more, were able to figure out what happened to the other Nomai.
Much to take a look at.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep freaking me out, not gonna lie. Oh, tree. Oh, yeah.
Seems to be about it in there.
No.
What a treat. What a treat.
Yes.
Oh, there's a mural. Okay. Look at each one. Ship log updated. Ship log updated. Ship log updated.
Huh. So this seems to be that looks like, I think, the White Star Station?
That's actually the vessel.
That's the vessel.
Yes, the vessel, that mural saying the vessel gets a signal from the eye.
Right. They get attacked by this something on Dark Bramble.
Yep. Pretty much.
It envelops them, and now they're stuck in it, so they send out escape pods, one of which becomes trapped, the other two one makes it to the twins, and another to,
Oh, God.
Hollow.
Damn it.
yeah.
So now we know what happened to the third escape pod.
It's in Dark Rival.
It is.
As well as the vessel itself.
Yep.
I can't understand why the vessel crashed in that place. Was the vessel unwell in some way? Oh yeah, because it's like a huge, like, sort of like organic ship, right?
I don't know.
No, I checked before. The warp and the warp core navigation systems were both well. Oh. Yeah. We worked to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Which we already found, right?
No, Escape Pod 3 is the one inside Dark Bramble.
Oh, so we found... This is 2 or is this 1?
This is 1. Escape Pod 2 is on Ember Twins.
Okay, that one I've already taken a look at, right?
Yes.
At least partially.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the escape pods distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm not sure how to survive this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you.
Could you imagine? You're just sitting, eating dinner with your family. Suddenly, ghost matter envelops you.
Just out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the school. So, yeah. So, I guess read that first. Then put the... Yeah.
Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to base 2, like a known as warp core, which means so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. And the single festival can last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. And don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years.
Alright.
Why we should build a new vessel. It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things and if we broke down other structures like the towers on Ash Twin for parts. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we can make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stop building so many things to search for the Eye of the Universe. I asked Darrow, and he says we use lots of resources on the Ash Twin project. We could even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poe tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect into the vessel for travel because Poe is smart. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It is unusual as Nomai remain in one place for so long. Nomai wanders and have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life and measure all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here in the star system. We could even meet with other Nomai and learn from them, like Cornelius says we used to do. Huh.
And I believe that, yeah, you saw it. But it sounds like the Astron project uses a similar core to the one that they use in the vessel.
Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is that everything used to be very hot and very dense and tightly packed together. Weird to get. As the universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and all of life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Kanoi tells me they'll have an alternate, but they will have maybe somebody else's someday. Heat death the universe.
Yeah.
Freezing, I guess, of it. Jeez. Is there more to do in the school area, or is that kind of it?
I think that might be it. Yeah, I think you explored everywhere in this school type area. Whoop, 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 whoop,
No!
Well. Oops.
I mean, it is what it is. Although, the sun station will just take you back to the Hanging City anyway.
It will?
Yeah, because that's where it warps you. That entrance with the water, with the waterfall and whatnot, that's the Hanging City.
Ah, okay.
It's towards the end of the loop. Look at the light hole. Look for, well, okay, maybe get it a little bit away. I think Dylan already figured it out, but look for the tower.
Quantum Tower, yeah.
There it is.
Let's see if you can get there.
You might not have enough time.
Where exactly am I?
Yeah, that's the tower right there.
Cool.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, it's kind of hard to...
Well, you need to go upwards anyway, but yeah, that's... You already read this.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because we couldn't get into the tower before because the walkway is broken.
Looking for.
The walkway is broken, so you can't use the gravity to get in there. But you can, when it's in space, you can just float. Unfortunately, we don't have time to read anything. But now you know how to get into the tower.
Great. Sorry, I was really kind of hoping to do more on the colony thing, and, well...
Hey, you still did a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, before we end the episode, we might as well just check out the ship log real quick.
Alright, fair enough. I don't know, part of me doesn't feel like I accomplished...
Dude, you learned so much. You learned about the escape pods, the vessel, you learned about the eye a little bit, we learned about the interloper.
Yeah.
And the ghost matter and all that.
Yes, fair enough. I don't know, it just doesn't feel as significant as some of the other discoveries.
I found 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looked like it exploded from the inside. The Nomai traced strange energy readings to a spherical stone stone casing filled with some form of exotic matter. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. As the stone would rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. One of the Nomai stayed behind to examine the alien matter, while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of the Nomai.
Except he never made it, because as he tried to do so, it ruptured and got him anyway.
Yep.
Just like everything else.
Yep.
How did it rupture?
Whoever was examining it probably got too close, or maybe he poked it to examine it or something, or I don't know.
I don't know, just it being under that amount of pressure and everything, it would... encased in the weird stone of the sea.
Well, they said that it was very unstable, so maybe even the slightest disturbance could have ruptured it.
Maybe, it just seems kind of... I don't know.
The Nomai constructed a temporary settlement beneath their crashed escape pod. The Nomai worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the unit itself. The Nomai decided to call it the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai abandoned the settlement over growing concerns about its stability. A mural of the Nomai vessel encountering a signal. A mural of a dark bramble ensnaring the Nomai vessel. A mural of 3 escape pods escaping the Nomai vessel. Evacuating.
Escape pod 1, and then 2, which is 3.
One of the Nomai escape pods never made it out of dark bramble.
Okay, so that's the next key thing we gotta go to, I guess, is...
Yeah. The Nomai warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Missile. They were attempting to follow a signal from the Eye of the Universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble.
So it sounds like Dark Bramble is kind of the... there's still more to do in the Hanging City, of course.
Yeah. I think you finished with the old settlement, so we don't really have to go back there anymore.
Okay. Well, there's definitely some more to do because there's
The Black Hole Forge.
and the sun station, of course, which that's like super fucking late game, right? Like one of the last things we'll probably do.
Technically, you can do it now.
Yes, I know technically, but I mean like it's one of those things that's like super fucking difficult and tricky to do. So we should probably save it for later, right?
I mean, yeah, you're right. It is difficult and tricky to do. Matter of fact, you've already attempted it twice.
He has. I don't think I actually have.
You have.
I have.
Not the same way I have.
No, the same way.
Oh, really? Okay, shit.
There's somewhere on one of the planets that when trying to go down, you keep dying. Because Craig was all like, well, if you're skilled enough.
Oh, right.
The Astron project itself.
But we're still unsure about. But it has something to do with the loop, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's what created the energy for the 22-minute interval. The Black Hole Forge. Something to do with the warp technology, I think.
I can tell you it's on Fertile Hollow, and there is actually two ways you can get to it. You can either do it the official way, or you can do the cheese way.
Which one's easier?
I mean, technically, if you're skilled enough, the cheese way.
Is it back to the fucking thing with all the thorny plants and whatnot?
No,
Or is that specifically for the sun station?
that's specifically for the Sun Station.
Okay. Is there another way to get on the sun station without that? Because that is stupidly hard to do, and I don't know.
There are two ways to do this to get on the Sun Station. You can either go through the thorny path, or actually land on the fucking thing.
God damn, why is it so... Why is it that the... With the thorny path, I understand that you have to, like... You can't just float your way in there like you can for a lot of this.
There's an easier way to do it. Remember on Ember Twin, when you were going to the high energy lab, you had to wait until the sand covered a cactus before you could walk over it?
I could just wait and do that.
Well, no, because the sand drains from Ash Twin.
So you have to go do it the first time.
Super early to be able to get past it. Okay.
So you haven't actually been in the Ash Twin project yet.
Right, but so for the Black
Okay,
Hole
so Black Hole
Forge,
Forge is an easy. There's the official way and there's the cheese way. The official way is that as you know, there are warps on Ash Twin. Every single tower corresponds with a certain planet.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't actually tried to go into any of the warps yet, but they all take you to certain places on the planets.
Right. I didn't want to go to the warps in the other planets because I just want to see what the various other buildings and stuff were. It turns out they're actually one has the same thing. It's a warp tower, just to a different planet.
Yes. However, where the warps are, because as you know, that the warp,
They're located around the equator.
not necessarily.
But they're in a big ring around the planet.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about where the warps take you on each corresponding planet.
Oh.
So the warp on Brittle Hollow that you found is from the Sun Station, not the Ash Twin project.
Oh.
Or the Ash Twin, I guess I should say.
Okay.
So there's another warp on Brittle Hollow that you get from going to Ash Twin's, through Ash Twin's warp.
So you gotta go to Ash Twin, warp to Brittle Hollow from there, and then from there, warp to the Sun Station?
No.
Or is it
No, this is Black Hole Forge. However, do you remember that thing you raise up and down? I think Dylan did it. You raise up and down, there's like
an elevator looking thing?
Yeah. That is the forge itself.
Right.
So it's automatically, at the beginning of each loop, it's automatically on the down position.
So you gotta go there, raise it, warp to Brittle Hollow, and then from there warp into the thing?
You gotta go there, raise it, go to Ash Twin, warp to Brittle Hollow, and then enter it. That's the official way.
Okay.
The cheese way is if you're really quick, you can start raising the Black Hole Forge, and then rush up the stairs and jump onto the forge itself and let it lift you up to the ceiling. That's the cheese way. That's not the easiest thing to do, though. You have to be really quick about it.
I see. Alright, and...
Oh.
So there's something about the ocean depths that we can't...
I had the right idea of cheese. I was just doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's also something regarding this on Giants Deep, I think, since we can't. Southern Observatory, wishing current discovery.
And that's actually on Brittle Hollow as well.
Right. Nuclear communications from service. They tried beneath the crust on wireless door on the surface, but it's broken. And I actually almost made it to this, right?
No.
No? Okay. Well, then that's the next big thing I want to do is go discover the Southern Observatory.
Okay.
This current thing with the model, because that sounds kind of neat. Right. Quantum Moon, 6th location that we don't know about. The third tower, Quantum Knowledge, that we still need to do. That's the one on Brittle Hollow.
Yep.
Right?
So most of what's left is on Brittle Hollow, with a few Ash Twin.
Yeah.
And then the one more thing in Giants Deep, but you have to figure out how to get it.
Which is related back to
Brittle Hollow.
right. So
yeah, we're actually almost done with the game, technically, if you want to.
Settle that. Yeah.
Alright, well, in the next episode, we will do more.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Bye.